create a profile.
Even
no
put
job.
in the comments, I'm looking for sex, for example.
Yeah.
You'll still get inundated with the letters.
And next day, if you open your profile on that site and you have plenty of messages from beautiful women, of course it means that this is a scam. When a person asks, I'm potentially interested, but I didn't see your picture, I didn't see your age, can you give me more information? It's a good sign. It doesn't mean that this is on a site, but it's a good site because some local agencies, they're good psychologists and they understand what to write to keep men's attention.
Hello guys, my name is Jana and welcome to our regular Wednesdays live streams where we highlighting scam schemes. And you can see today's topic, today's video. I would highlight 99 top scam sites, and you can find the list of these scam sites below on this video, on the description to this video. And you can check all the sites which are dangerous, to visit. So we did investigation and we collected stories of our clients, prospective clients, with all their stories, and we did this work for you, created dangerous sites where you can talk to a lady and never receive any real relationships. So scam sites, what is that? Is when some woman doing registration and they pretend like they want to start relationships with you guys, some online dating. But in reality, those women not interested to meet a man, or even if they're interested not to meet every man, right? So they still would have their expectations, their standards, but those sites, they are okay to communicate with any man, any age, any ethnicity, any appearance, any preferences, any kind of qualities, and they charging some fee from you to support this communication with those profiles. So different ladies, different age groups, from 18 to 60 years old probably, and majority of those ladies incredibly attractive, looking like top models, and you're able to talk to them on the site. But if a lady is serious about starting any relationships, I don't think that it is possible to communicate only through this site when you have to pay constantly for this communication. So she might be online only at this platform. You need to pay for chatting with her, for sending letters, sending pictures, receiving pictures. Ask yourself, please, we live in the 21st century. We have access to free applications, different kind of messengers which are free. You just need access to internet and you can use all these applications for free, all these messengers. So is it possible to build real relationships on the site? You can get know someone for the beginning, yes. So it should be such platform who like creating opportunity for people with the same life goals, with the same purpose, to meet a life partner. But what we receive in reality, those people, those ladies never would agree to escape from a dating platform. So you always need to pay for this communication. Or even if they agree to exchange personal information and they would give you your contacts, still it's not a guarantee, unfortunately, that this woman is serious to create a real relationships with you. Guys, let's talk about these basic things and basic moments. What are real relationships? Is when you have some level of communication on a regular basis. You don't need to pay for this communication. You get know about each other and you have the main life goal in common, to create a family, to start dating for the beginning, to understand are you compatible, and then this communication might lead to dating and to creating a family, to living together. It means that you need to meet this lady in reality, because it is impossible to create a family online, right? that she would stay in Ukraine or any other country, and you would go to the site and to talk to her once a week or every day, even doesn't matter. So those sites, you can see the list, 99 top 99 romance scam sites. You can check this list. Some of them more popular, and if you will go to the internet, to your browser, and you would ask any question like how to meet a woman, how to talk a woman, how to communicate with anyone, woman from Ukraine, dating site, marriage agency, whatever, you would receive certain algorithms. And the bigger site and company is, it will forward you to these bigger ones. Is it a guarantee of a good choice? It's the most popular platform? Not really, not necessarily it is a good choice. Just because all these algorithms as well can be advertised. So this site, this company can pay for this advertisement to be on the top of your search in the browser. So from next Wednesday, guys, we would create a series with the, I would say, investigation. What we did, we created few fake profiles at those most popular dating sites as Anastasia Date, as LoveMe.com, Dream Singles, and the rest. You can check on the list. Yeah, so we created fake accounts, and all these accounts, they don't have any picture, so no picture at avatar, so the woman cannot see the way this man, this groom, prospective groom, looks like. We created this profile with a man no picture who is kinda in a very mature age, so 71, something like that, and like short by height, a little bit obese. The description is not that much exciting. Does it meet real standards of a modern woman? Of course not. Men and women will all have standards. As a man always come to a dating market with certain requests to receive, to meet, of course beautiful, of course feminine, better submissive woman to create a life with. So you have your preferences, you have your standards. The same ladies have their standards, that a man should be like that height, that provide certain level of lifestyle, certain shape. So majority of women would prefer fit men, yeah, that he wouldn't be obese. It's not like, I don't want to offend anyone, but it's just major preferences, right? So if to choose between two people, women would choose better option as well. Is it possible that a woman who is 20 years old, that she would choose a man who is 71? Of course not. How much couples you can see in reality with such an age gap? Almost none. Or if you can see those couples, usually you understand that it would be certain exchange, certain trading. So I wouldn't comment that much about the benefits for these young women, why they want to create those relationships. But in reality, it's not something what it's gonna work, because level of maturity, life experience, life goals, and lifestyle would be that much different that it is just make this relationship not possible to work in a proper way. Because interests of 20 years old or 25 or 30 years old woman would be way, way, way more different from a man who is 70 plus, right? Women still want to explore life, to have active lifestyle, to have friends their age group with the same interest. They would be more into all the modern things, technologies, and all the trends. And people in mature age, of course, they would prefer calm life, even if you still healthy and physically active. Still, it is different sort of activity. So of course it would be not possible, and of course it's up to temper and to things, and every normal woman would think about the offspring and the relationships, not just indoors at the beginning when you can spend 1 month or 1 year together. Of course she would think about what would be in 1 year, in 2 years, in 5 years, and in 10 years, because in 10 years she still would be young and beautiful and active and have needs, and man would be in his 80s, and like what we can talk about, right? But still, even those profiles without picture, with mature age, obese, short, with the weird description, they still receiving plenty of invitations to the chat, or to receiving a bunch of letters. And not all letters are that much polite. I would rate it like that. Guys, what it might tell to you that all these sites has these fake profiles. Fake means that this lady, of course, she is real. She exists somewhere in Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, whatever country. She is a live person. She just gave her pictures to use them, and the more beautiful and provocative pictures she has, the more successful and desirable and popular her profile would be. But we have plenty of beautiful women. So how to compete? So to be online as much as possible, to send as much as invitations as possible, and to reply to every guy who ready to support this communication. What they receiving from this communication? They receiving their percentage, dollars, guys. So when women agreeing to create this profile, she not interested to create real relationships. She receiving just commission from each communication, each chat, each letter, everything. She receiving, I don't know how much, like some little percentage, 5 to 10, 20, whatever percentage she receiving for this. So it's kind of backside income for owners of these profiles. Another side of this income is employees who actually doing these letters and communication on the site, because absolutely not necessarily that on the site you talking to the owner of the pictures. They live in their luxurious life. They traveling to some islands or luxurious vacations, doing shopping, visiting fancy restaurants, just because they are beautiful, they are at their highest SMV right now, and they have a lot of sponsor, or at least few sponsors, or maybe even some, stable boyfriend. Can be even these cases, or as you could see here with our previous series about syndicate, some scammers even married, but still they using their pictures, given agreement, to these dating sites, to use their pictures, their videos, to trap guys who want to find relationships. And they receiving commission, which can be 50 or 100 or $1,000 per month. It's up how popular her profile is and how active she using this profile, how much new pictures she's sending, and so on. But you guys might understand, and we are here for you, exactly preparing this material to show the difference, that in reality, when the same lady, if, for example, nowadays almost, just few exceptions here, but almost everyone has this social media. If you would send any text message to this woman, who at the same time the owner of any profile, with just regular message like, hello, beautiful lady, I just admire your appearance. You have beautiful eyes. I want to know you. I have serious intentions to create a family. Wonderful message. Nothing wrong here. she would never reply to you back, just because she wouldn't receive any payment, any benefit from this message, from this commitment, from this wasting of your time to reply to any guy. First of all, of course, they receiving such messages, and if she cannot see any benefits, there are no reason to waste your time, to invest your time. Secondly, she doesn't need this communication, because she already has bunch of admirers, and many guys not serious and not ready to do anything. They would shower in with the compliments, but she doesn't need that. Any lady doesn't need that. Men who not able to do any actions, it's not interesting for any woman. And for women who want to take an advantage from her beauty, from her appearance, from her being a woman, so of course she would want to receive something, yeah, to meet some sponsor, I would say. So we're preparing this investigation for you, and week after week you would see, we would show you the screen with the screenshots, with the letters, with the chats, and with some comparison even between these different profiles, and you would see in reality how it works. And I know, guys, that many of you who even currently using these dating sites and probably believing that you communicate into a nice, innocent, traditional lady, are victims of these scammers. And if you would be warned in time, probably we can predict some big harm. Yeah. And due to my work at Match Guarantee as a coach, from time to time I can meet these harmful stories with our clients who started their communication at those sites. The scheme is the same for everyone. Someone received less harm, someone received big harm. Many guys cannot overcome this situation, this emotional damage, for quite a long time. And if your goal still to meet some woman, to create a family, to have this, just pure relationships, when you want to take care of someone genuinely and you want to receive the same feedback genuinely, unfortunately, after such experience, guys cannot return on the horse, because it's damaging mentally. And then you have lack of trust to women. You think you start to paint all women with the same brush, because you think it would be a trigger for you. So if the woman would be beautiful, she probably would be bad for you or not real. I want to show you a piece of reality here, that you need to learn, and it is possible to avoid bad apples if you would be aware how it works. You should, at the beginning, understand the motives. You need to understand your real chances, your real options in this life. And as soon as you would be realistic and understand your place on a social, on a SMV, right? Sexual market value, as soon you would become more successful. Because if you go too far out of your league and expect that it might work, guys, it's not gonna work. If you think that you are lucky to meet someone, I think it's better to check and to be cautious with many things, to understand how close this is to reality. If you are realistic, still, it's not a guarantee that at the wrong place you would meet a good woman, even if she the same age as you or 5 years younger, if she's a simple lady, if she doesn't have this red flag pictures from island vacation in bikini. Even still, you might understand the reality and how it works in reality. Guys, reality is very simple. As soon as you will learn how to act as a man and what our women want, as soon you would become successful, because nobody from our women want this online back and forth communication for years and even for months. It's possible to be patient when you understand that you met someone with the same goals who meet your standards. That is fine to wait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, probably even 6 months if you have great communication. But at the same time, you need to show certain actions. It is different story what kind of actions you should show as a man. It is different story. But still, you should understand that if you're communicating with a woman online in internet more than 2 months, you are nice to her. You have so many things in common. Your communication flows, but you don't have any real opportunity to meet with her and don't show any actions towards this real direction. She wouldn't take you seriously. Even a good woman, she cannot take you seriously. You would be some probably pleasant online guy for her. Uh, some women can probably boost their self-esteem with this communication, which is nice when you bring some compliments, such is a going communication. But still, what a profit. Every one of us want a real person next, because relationships is not just, some good morning and good night text or some compliments. It's much more. It's every day, spending time together, deep conversation, some care, touches, physical touches, which are so much important. Support each other in tough situations. When you have a bad day or in general bad times, when you're trying to be involved in each other's life, when you want to take care of person on a physical level as well. It's again, cook, clean, I don't know, prepare something, predict something, to warn about something. Yeah, to take care of person you really do care. And without this treatment, it is not relationships. Just nice communication in internet. You can be attached to hundreds of people at the same time. With current social media, you can post one picture, one story, anything, and plenty of people can bring you compliments and nice words, and have the same interests, and you can have plenty of things in common. Doesn't mean that you stay in it's your soulmate and you on the same page with the same life goals. Of course not. It's just one small piece of things in common which you can find nice, but it doesn't fulfill your needs in general. Not men, the same for women. So these sites, I believe, guys, that they are very harmful for mental health of a man, just because those scammers who pretending to be a serious, nice lady who interested exactly in you with the romantic intentions to create a nice relationships and a partnership together. Um, During these weeks and months of communication, so nice communication, you think that you met the most wonderful uh, girl on the planet. You are so lucky. You creating just your fantasy. You warming up your fantasy, and in this fantasy, this woman is just ideal for you, and you're so lucky to being blessed, to meet this woman who so much interested in you. But in actuality, they just want your dollars for this communication, and just playing this game, just pretending to be such a nice girl. But it's easy to pretend in the text messages, yeah. In reality, relationships is different level of commitment from both sides. So where is a harm is that after this fake ideal woman, it would be difficult to accept reality when a person can have imperfections or some demands, or when you wouldn't be that Superman for a woman, because the scammer, of course, would want to make you feel good, to make you feel special, to compliment about everything you have. And I saw plenty of stories when guys in age, average looking, but they felt themselves on the top of the world, like I'm attractive, I'm handsome guy. nothing wrong to have healthy self-esteem, but it's when it is unhealthy boosted, it's harmful as well, just because it would be tough to return back to reality. In reality, you would receive rejections if you will go to the same SMV level in real life and offer her to go for a date or to contact the same level of women somewhere for free, uh, in Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform. They would never respond back. And you might understand this difference. You might learn from this. You might make conclusions. And of course, all of us, guys, it's just human being, human nature. We want to feel special. We want to feel ourselves very nice, intelligent, beautiful, with the special qualities, with the specific, unique talents. It's normal to feel this way. Every one of us, especially from when you're a child, all moms, mothers and fathers, of course, they always saying, you are the most beautiful, you are the most talented, you are so nice, you are so lovely, I adore you so much. It's normal when you're a child and receiving this parents love from your mom and dad. But when you're adult, you might understand your strong and weak sides. All of us have some weak, dark sides. It's normal to have. And you might understand that these weak parts doesn't attractive for many people, and you need to find this specific person who would match with your who would be attracted to your strong sides, to your good qualities, and to you accept your weak sides, your dark imperfections. Okay, and then it might work, but it doesn't mean that it would work with everyone. If you would go to this dating site, you would be attractive for literally every woman from 18 till 50. Everyone would say that you are handsome. Even if you don't have this picture at your avatar, they still would be attracted to you. But why they wouldn't be attractive to you in real life or somewhere at a free platform? Just because it is reality, right? And you must ask these questions yourself. Like, can I approach this woman on the street? Can I contact this woman and receive a decent feedback somewhere for free out of this platform? They would do everything to make you feel good. They as well would do everything to keep you at this side for being paid for communication as long as possible, just because it's easier way to earn. And this is common trap for, I would say, especially those guys, those men who cannot do real, steps in reality, real meeting, cannot afford. You can be busy, you can have lack of opportunities, financial opportunities to afford trip to Europe, for example, or to Ukraine before the war, during the war, after the war, doesn't matter. And it is so much convenient for women, especially when the COVID hit it, when we had the lockdown as well. So much convenient. You're trapped inside your country, but our human being created this way that we feel we need to be socialized. We need this communication. We craving for this communication, for this romance, to feel needed someone. And it's just basic needs, right? To have some warmth for your soul. And scammers are happy to use that. But if you're serious about finding a life partner to yourself, you might understand that temporary communication with the fake intentions, it's not a worm, not worms, right? It is fake. So as soon as you will disappear from the site, nobody will think about you, nobody will feel about you. You would stay with empty inside and out. But if you would return back and see how much you already spent for these fake pretending feelings, it is harmful. It as well, um, it like harm for your ego, for realistic expectations in the future, and you understand that you paid like a bubble, yeah, from a soap. Um, it's nothing, unfortunately. It's not something real. It's not something valuable. So you stay in like empty and broken. And I can see many of these guys empty and broken, who then difficult to believe that proper decent relationships exist, that good women exist, that you are worthy person, that you able to build decent relationships. It's very harmful. So that's what we're trying to do here for you, to warn you, to investigate those things. And as well, guys, take these life hacks for free. You can create, as our video says at the beginning, you can create a profile and you would see when you're receiving all these invitations to communication, you might understand that these women doesn't care who you are in general. They just need your digital profile and real dollars to pay for this communication. Even if you would put your avatar, it doesn't mean that this picture is attractive for every woman. At Match Guarantee, I'm working with my clients, and sometimes even very good looking guys, they can receive many rejections, and they can meet some um, just few interests back. It can be one or two from 10 tries. It is reality. It depends, of course, as well on request, on the choice of a man. But it's something very rare when a man receiving more than five interests back. Even when my client is realistic with his expectations, not extraordinary age gap, nothing, like bad about him, his appearance, his lifestyle, his position in general. It just shows the reality that not every woman can find you, that you are her exact man. Gut feeling, some different um, requests and expectations, which you cannot fit, and that is normal. This is reality. And of course, like 10 from 10, and go to the scam site and talk to 10 ladies, send a letter from 10 ladies, you would receive all the feedback from all of 10, which very far from reality. I don't think that any one of us would be happy if you really know for sure that it's a fake. Nobody want to have a fake, right? Fake friends, fake girlfriends, doesn't matter. You cannot buy feelings. You can buy time. You can buy bodies even. You can buy um, maybe good words. But when you're not paying, what would stay there if you don't pay in your dollars, right? Only person who sincerely interested in you would stay next to you. If it is your friend or your girlfriend, they would stay with you when you have tough times, when you are not that much attractive, when you have some health challenges, whatever situation you have, they will always think about you and feel about you, right? They would try to make your life better, to support you. This is precious. You cannot buy it. But when you need only when you pay in, this is such a fake. And when you wouldn't be able to pay there, nobody from those scammers will think about you. How do you feel? What do you have in your life? Are you fine? So they would be just blown out, right? As soon as you would stop this financial support and commitment to these sites. So, guys, make your conclusions, please choose wisely, and just use these simple life hacks. You can create fake profile. Today I had such a follow-up with my client who was scammed. And when he started to have suspicions about the behavior of a woman he was attached to, a scammer from a site, his friend created the account on the same site and started to talk to her. And you know what? She replied back to his friend. And when he asked specific questions, she replied with a lie, which my client already knows that this is a lie just because like he knows the background here of this question. So she replying, you cannot trust to anything what you're receiving on this site. Not about her place of living, not about her profession, maybe even occupation, about her even does she has kids or not, about her level of English, about her life goals, who is talking to you, is this an owner of this profile or an employee who being paid for these chats. And you cannot trust to any previous life experience and current situation. And this is, of course, not beneficial for you anyway. So this is my main message for today. It's like a pre-story with a small tips for you. And next Wednesday we would meet with this series, and you would see not just here you can receive just verbal information from me, from my knowledges, what I have during work with all these guys during past year. And from the beginning of this series, you would see just you would see with your eyes on the screen how it works in reality. And some of you probably would recognize yourself that you was at the same position or still being at the same position. And you might ask yourself, do you want to buy this fake delusional world, or do you want something real in your life? The answer is up to you. I would not answer or guide you with your life goals. It is up to you. My mission here is just to open your eyes to show you the reality. So scammers, in fact, they don't have empathy for you. You are just one of temporary tools what they receive in there at those sites. Now I would go to the chat to see your comments. And guys, I as well want to announce you, probably we're discussing this for now, but we have an idea to create on this channel a new section, new like live streams, which would be every week with questions and answers. So guys who watching us on a regular basis or newbies to our channel, if you are here, probably this topic is interesting for you, and you can come with your questions. You can join to my live stream. I would put the StreamYard link. If you have any story, you are welcome to share your story, your experience. If you don't have scam experience but you have such intention, you can come to me with your questions, any questions you're interested to know about international dating. I will try to help you to figure out, because if you keep wondering if you have communication online with any woman from Ukraine, is she a real deal or just another scammer? Guys, for me it's very easy to recognize. Just because I'm from Ukraine, I have all my friends, my family members here, and I know how this work and what looks suspicious. I had such a conversation today with Anna, our CEO, and she reminded me one story. I have a client, and when we started our communication some few months ago, he just joined to match Guaranty, and then in a couple weeks he said, Jana, I have some unexpected circumstances in my life. I met a Ukrainian lady. She moved to my place. She is my neighbor. And we started communication, and seems like we started relationships, romantic relationships. So I'm not going to move with you. I will take a pause. I will stop communication with a woman who is somewhere in Ukraine, yeah, and I will choose someone who is next to me. Okay, I was a bit shocked, of course, because I didn't have such cases before. Like, I didn't know how to react, but how can I force a man, to choose anything? So, okay, of course, we're trying to be flexible and understandable. It's life. Anything can happen. You never can predict anything what can happen in life. So we agreed, to stop our like service, yeah, to froze this service, and so no news from this client. Then, in few months, in probably in a couple of 3 months, my client contacted me and asking for meeting. We met at Zoom on video, and he said, I have this and these circumstances. So it looks suspicious, like about her behavior, this neighbor girl. Guys, I asked just 2 questions. It was enough for me to understand that this lady, in actuality, they never had any real relationships, even with the girl who is next door to him. Never real relationships, just because she just want to take an advantage from him, and just to use this guy, right, to trick him. But for me, it was such an easy to recognize, and I caught myself that moment at the thought that if this lady could be under the control, or at least if it was under the control of our agency in general, right, I could be in touch with my client and prevent such situation, because we doing this coaching, we always keeping in touch with our clients, like, how is your communication going, what is going on with your relationship. At early stages, we're trying to control, to realize, to see the level of communication, the feedback, the behavior of lady, her requests, her hints, whatever. Like, usually when people are happy, they don't need anyone. That is a nice stage, but it's a commitment from both sides. It's a pure, genuine intentions to take care about each other, and people just happy, and it's a full romance. But exist other sort of relationships, right? No relationships there in actuality, but when a woman trying to use a man to take an advantage from him. Yeah. So, I mean, that story I brought to you just because, if you have any communication, to ask few specific questions would be easy for me to recognize. Do you have real relationships when a woman has feelings to you and want to stay next to you? When you can claim this communication as a romantic relationships, which as well you of course can develop and lead to family. And exist other sort of women who not interested in you, unfortunately, yeah, but still trying to trap you, to trick you, to give, just a piece of their time life with this communication in a tricky way, yeah, to make you think that you have relationships, but it is very different story. What? Привіт, Жаночка. Hello, guys. Juan Antonio. Привіт, Жаночка. Hack the hackers. Intriguing topic. Yes. Small tips. There pieces of information you can collect, and you would know what to do, how to react, how you can check. Guys, we're giving free tips for you. You can go at site if you exist somewhere at any site as a client, even if it's very small fee or even free. communication, you can go and just make this small personal investigation. You can check, you can create freak profile and contact the same woman you're talking to, and you would see how loyal she is to you. Loyal if you don't have relationship, you have just communication. If she open herself to communication with someone else, you would understand that she's not serious to you. She doesn't take you seriously. She doesn't consider that you have serious relationship, serious communication, which can lead anywhere. So you can do this check. Andy Berry, hi, hello to you, Andy. Yes, investigation. Investigator said this. Andy Berry, first, are there any women out of there who would be interested to marry an Indian guy like myself and settle in New Zealand? Second, will she be okay with our kids being taught both Indian and Ukrainian? First question, Andy, it's up to you, your qualities, your skills, your many points. So it's the way how you look like, your height, your status in life, yeah, how good provider you are, even average, like it depends, right? What kind of lifestyle you can promise. So a woman has this, their high programming, and they would know they don't want to settle with the lifestyle they already have. So it might be something equal or higher opportunity in life, right, for her. New Zealand is already, I would say, better option for women than India. Nothing against India; it's popular resort and spiritual place for many Ukrainian people, but still, to move to live there, it is different and challenging for our women. It wouldn't be a priority, yeah. So not all women, very few who interested in exactly in Indian culture would agree for that. So New Zealand is better option. Can be, again, if you would build a really good connection with a woman, a strong bond, then she would probably move anywhere, almost anywhere on this planet, if you really have great communication. But it's up to you and the way you can treat a woman and what kind of lifestyle you can bring to this woman, and up to your qualities. This is the major important factor. And second, will she be okay our kids being taught both Indian and Ukrainian? Of course, yes. You know, it's not a big percentage of women who are ready to marry a foreigner, but many of them are of Ukrainian women. And for example, I know personally a lady who married Italian guy, and they have child in common. So from the born from birth, this girl, she talking Ukrainian and Italian language, and learning English language as a foreign language. So it's very common for kids. It's very easy, of course, no issues here. But what, Janочка, turning herself in an old man for us in this size. Yes, guys, I'm 71 years old, short man, a little bit obese, and very spoiled with the not that good intentions. Yes. Stefan, glad to see you at this channel as well. Hi. What, Janочка, I think the biggest difference in lifestyle is the woman's is younger than 30. They tend to be more outgoing and wanting to go to places and have a good time. I would agree, many ladies, even after 30s, they still have this. It very depends. I would say that some women at their early 20s, they can be very serious and traditional and have opposite lifestyle what you can expect. But Still, a big age gap, always a big question. What is beneficial for men and what is beneficial for women in this relationship, and how they can be synced and to stay on the same page with the lifestyle, life goals, and especially all the activities and expectations towards each other. Exists some percentage of women who, of course, appreciate this maturity. Men who are much elder, of course, those guys are very attractive with their life experience, maturity, and wisdom, and they are like calm and relaxed and achieved what they could achieve in this life. It can be attractive, but not for all women, not for all guys. You might understand these healthy boundaries and reality. And you might understand as well if you are mature and even successful, but still the way you look in, like your qualities, your habits, your many things, can they be attractive to a young woman? How sincere would be this communication? Juan Antonio, sounds like the fake male profiles are receiving unrealistic attention from young and beautiful women. Absolutely, that's what we want to show you. Major red flag to receive this attention. Delusional and lonely men would accept this as real. Unfortunately, yes, and this last sentence of your comment is exactly that emotional damage what I told here, because this is exactly the trap, that when a man is single and feel himself lonely, he would accept this as reality, but unfortunately it is not true. And that would bring unrealistic delusional expectations for future. It's very difficult to overcome them. Porfirio, hello to you, man. Glad to see you. But Janechka, it hurts ego, self-esteem, and self-worth. Absolutely, of course. This, in turn, can lead to doubts about someone's intentions and trustworthiness, particularly online. It can also stop someone from trying on a legitimate site because of skepticism, doubts, uncertainties. Absolutely, but I would say that the most tough clients, exactly scam victims who had this experience to be tricked by scammers in the past, they move in with so much complications, and even like I have such clients even. And on every step, man has so many doubts and sabotaging even good prospective successful communication, because so many unconfidence, because already negative scenario exists in his mind, in his expectations. It is dangerous, yes. Andy, well, correct me if I'm wrong, people. I see that Latin AFA and Filipino AFA agencies are doing much better than Ukraine AFA. Why? Oh, I don't have experience to comment this. Porfirio, scammers have a list of victims of their emails and phone numbers. Wow. Do they have access to their personal information, so they will poke you from time to time at your email or phone number even? That's ridiculous. And I somehow feel that I should stop dreaming, dating, and marrying Ukrainian women, as there are a lot of things we have to learn before approaching them. Whereas what's not the same with Filipinos and Latin. Andy, the thing is, right, Ukrainian women, it's not a candy for everyone. We sharing so many information for you guys, exactly to educate you, then you can learn and make your conclusions. Guys, you definitely need to go to ukrainedating.ca. It's a podcast where you can learn a lot of information about Ukrainian ladies, Ukrainian culture, Ukrainian expectations, current situation with the war, how dating has been changed, about scammers, plenty of free information you need to learn. Before you would buy a vacuum, you would probably read about that and receive some reviews, right? How it works, you know, pros and cons, like some reviews. You would choose the model for yourself, right? Just to understand, can you afford this? Is your house even, would in a good way? So the same with the woman is even more complicated. Our Ukrainian women, they are traditional, beneficial in many ways as a wives, as hostess, but complicated. Not for every man. Not every man has that bench of qualities, what we find attractive. So it means that you can be a super nice person, a pure soul, okay? Nice guy with the great intentions and even super good provider. But it doesn't mean that you have success with the Ukrainian woman. To receive, or at least to learn, would you be successful or not, do some small steps. First of all, learn the information. Go to ukrainedating.tv, talk to our women in reality. Go to ukrainedating.ca podcast. You would read articles, you would learn information which would be beneficial for you for free. Try to join to our mock video dates to talk eye to eye in person. What? To end, the older men who want a younger wife are more likely to find that in Philippines and Thailand. All AFA sites share one database through for their women. What? Tanachka, true. No guarantee that a man gets 10 years. Each person is different after all, and we all have our own preferences in what we are looking for. That is 100%. You know, guys, as I told at the beginning, all of us want to think that I as well think about myself that I'm a good person, I'm an attractive lady. Does it mean that 10 guys of my choice would say yes to me? Not, of course, guys, and it is normal. On my personal experience coaching at Guaranty, I never had this 10 yeses result to any of my clients, even 8. And it is normal. It doesn't show that anything wrong with the client or that his expectations not realistic. It is just shows a piece of reality, and it is normal reality. World created this way, and it is normal. We have such expression, I'm not a dollar or I'm not a candy to that everyone would like me, and it's normal, and you should accept this as a reality, but as well you should understand how far you can go, to choose equal league about SMV. And by the way, let me show you, we have a wonderful calculator. You can go and pass through this. One moment, okay, calculators. You can just go and check your score, and you would understand your score at the sexual market, right? And you would understand that if you want a woman who looks like 9 and 10, probably you cannot approach this woman just because she wouldn't see you attractive. If you have some middle score, that is fine, nothing wrong with that, but you might understand your real chances. So you don't need to go for 10s, go for 7s. At least you can have a chance to be happy. But with the delusional expectations, you would have a big zero just.
Calculator number 1 is how traditional Eastern European women rate you. That's what I've been covering in this video. Now, let me point out something you're going to love. Most guys doing both SMV calculations and comparing their SMV from Western women versus traditional Eastern European women experience between a 1 to 3 point increase. How cool is that? Now, do you see why I keep referring to a 3-point boost being super easy and practically overnight? In reality, it happens for you in an instant. The instant you jump ponds and start seeking an Eastern European wife. Does it get any sweeter than that, gentlemen? Calculator number 2 is how modern Western women rate you. Calculator number 3 is your chances of tying the knot with an Eastern European woman. Calculator number 4 is your maximum age gap potential, or how young of Eastern European woman you can attract realistically.
Guys, realistically, right? So you can have age gap if you have certain qualities which might attract younger women. You can understand what is your equality about the league, how far you can go. It would influence result what you would receive. I like this comment. Vatva, Janочка, talk to 10 ladies, talk to Igor posing as a lady 10 times. Exactly what you can face at these 99 scam sites. Yannick, glad to see you. Hello. Oh, Porfirio, such a sweet comment. I'm glad I'm a client with a match guarantee. Thank you so much for, like, it's adorable to see the appreciation. At least you would be guided and you would have all the tools how to meet a good quality woman with the good intentions, with pure intentions, right? I hope that you already receiving some success. Entertainment sites, well, yes, but when guys take it too seriously and then choosing the expectations, turn there to delusional expectations and paying 5, 10, 20, or even 100 grants for this entertainment, I don't know how beneficial this entertainment is, because you can purchase property anywhere on this planet for this amount of money for entertainment, unfortunately. Gregory, buenas tardes, Jana. I'm glad to see you as well, Gregory. Jack, hi to you. Dmitry is the man on the video, originally from Kharkov. I have used his scam check site many times to vet potential women from legitimate sites. He lives in Quebec and he always returns my emails. Okay, nice. Thank you for review. I have learned that LDRs are not for me. The best exchange of value will always be better in person if you are authentic, horrible, honorable, masculine man. Okay. Stefan, entertainment sites, maybe, but they are definitely designed to be addictive. That is 100%. Yeah, that is exactly the tricky part, why I call this as a trap, just because they designed, because you feel so nice, guys, with every addiction is the same. You drinking alcohol, you feel yourself such a light, such a easygoing, such a with a courage. Those smokers, they addicted to these cigarettes for a reason, right? Because they receiving some high, achieve this high feeling. All the drugs as well, people addicted there for a reason, because they receiving some high feeling for short period of time, but then they need to purchase again and again to achieve this high feeling, which is different, always different from reality. All the addictions, alcohol, smoking, and drugs, all the addictions, they change in our feelings, our perception of life, our feeling in our life, in our circumstances. And when reality is tough, oh my God, it is so challenging. We need to fight. We need to to provide, we need to pay, we need to be responsible, we need to do some duties. It's not convenient. Everyone wants to have easy benefits, and those sides tricking you with easy benefits. You're so nice, you're such an attractive man, you're so lovely, I want to have 3 kids with you, of course, and to cook for you every day. So nice to promise this on chat when you pay. Most men miss companionship, love, attention, and suddenly you are receiving it all. This is why they suddenly become addictive. You're receiving this all as a fake digital text messages, and that is all. If you would not pay for this, you would not receive any kind of this attention, and that is a pity part. Okay, guys, that's all for now. See you next Wednesday. Please don't miss our investigation. That would be interesting as well. I'm preparing some just cool interview scam story for you. So please do subscribe to this channel, like this video. I would appreciate that. And you can contact me if you have any story. You can contact me by this number 1604-998-8051. You can talk to our administrator Diana. You can share the story with her or with me, or you can register with the match guarantee and as well book your private consultation with me, which is complimentary to you, so you don't make any purchase, no fee for that. So you can make a difference, yeah, for other guys if you have such experience, or at least if you understand things and as well have better tips. Yeah, you can come here on video as well with your to share your experience with your tips. That would be, I would be grateful, because I'm learning just through your stories only, right? And now, of course, personally, I have to be this old dirty man on the sides. Hello, Rick. They are designed to incite a high dopamine response, which is an additional hormone. Yeah, yes, true. Yes, guys, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Vatvat. This number you can call to contact me. And as well, we have, guys, scam support group at Telegram as well. It's absolutely free, so you guys can communicate with each other, and I can give answer your questions if you have to me. But I would ask you, please use this. You can call me by name, and I would receive. So this group is kind of muted for me. Okay, so you can ask specific question to me, and I would be glad to help you. And when you share your stories and you understand that you are not the one who been trapped, who made mistake, who been blind, and you share in this experience, you can see that the same guys, absolutely normal looking, normal thinking, have the same life experience. You would understand that nothing wrong with you. It's just a life lesson. Yeah, you will take away this experience, okay, and overcome this. Yeah, but still, I mean, I can as well respond to you there to help you to figure out the things. Okay, thank you for your attention. We will meet next Wednesday. I was glad to be here with you again, guys. Take care, be safe, be wise. Bye.